What happened?
Well, back in March, my son came home from a visit with his father, and I was at work, and he told my boyfriend that he said my daddy held me down and let his girlfriend kiss me in the mouth, and she put her mouth on my. That's what he told my boyfriend, and I called Antonio's phone, and he was in jail, so I stopped all visitation from him because of that. My son loves him. I wasn't trying to keep him away from him, but
because when of the allegations, you had to put a stop.
I had no choice to. I was going to get Child Protective Service said if I would have let him go and it would happen again, it would have been on me because I failed to protect him.
Right.
So when he had one back, it was like 4th of July for the holiday. He went over for a couple of days, but I constantly called, checking up on him. And when he came back, the last time he had said, "Mommy, she did it again. She sucked my again."
Now, what do?
Well, when he told me, I called the police instantly because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of it. His dad, you know, he made a comment about that when we were together, when my son was in my stomach still.
He wanted what for your child?
He wanted someone to give him oral sex when he turned 2. That's what he told me.
That's kind of a crazy thing to say.
I mean, it's not like I want to believe it. But if my son tell me, he's only 3, well, he was 3 at the time. When he told me this, I mean, I couldn't do nothing but call and find out.
And so the police came, and what happened?
The police came to the house, made a police report. They talked to my son. He told them the same story. So once they came or whatever, we had a meeting with Child Protective Service. My son's father and his girlfriend was there, and I was there with my boyfriend. They tried to say that I coached my son to say this, but Child Protective Service let them know we have specialists to see if a kid been coached. So they said he was not coached.
Antonio's new girlfriend, Shaterri, who you say molested your son, she's here. Let's bring her out.
You know what? I would never touch kid. I would never, you better.
Why do you think that you're being accused of this?
Actually, because I feel like she's bitter.
She's bitter about what?
I think that she wants to be back with Antonio.
And she's mad that you have him. You're now with Antonio. Let's bring him out.
Come on, Nick.
You let somebody molest your own son.
Why would you say I do my son like that?
You let someone molest your own son.
Why would I let somebody molest my son?
You said it yourself. You would let that happen.
Why would I let?
You let them kiss your son.
Never.
Really?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Really?
Never.
You lying.
Come on now.
My son not gonna lie to you. He love you. Why would he just lie on you?
What a lie to test
Well, it will.
I gotta imagine, and I'll say this, I gotta believe in a man talking about his love for his son. I would, and we're gonna find out, you took the lie detector test, whether you had your girlfriend perform oral sex on him while you held him down. I would think that's just one of the craziest things I ever heard. And you're saying, absolutely, that's not true.
Not at all.
Not at all. You're the man that you're going to marry now, who may or may not be the father of your 1-year-old. Brandon, let's bring him out.
I'm scared. I said I wasn't getting hurt.
Hey, babe. Kiss.
The little boy came to you and told you that he was molested, in so many words. Is there any reason that you would make up the story, fabricate it, put this idea into his head?
No.
No.
I love him like he was my own son.
Okay. And you obviously love her.
Yeah.
You want to marry her.
Yeah.
She was talking about getting married. What do you want to say about this whole situation?
His son visiting for a while, came back. He came with me that this young lady here
Did something
abused
to
him.
him.
Yeah. I asked him a few times, more than several times. He gave me the same answer several times. Called his mom and let his mom know. That was that. I told her, don't even worry about it, because it might not be true. You know, kids can say anything. Around the 4th of July, sent him over there again. He came back. He said it happened again. Now it's time to take action.
Well, I think action should have been taken the first time.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But
if you had kids and your son came to you and said, "Mommy, somebody put their mouth," what you gonna say?
Oh, and the first time it's going down. The first time he say it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But
I think the first thing we clear up is whether Brandon's the father of your 1-year-old. Brandon, you are the father of Unique's Romeo. Antonio, we gave you a lie detector test.
Yeah.
Did you hold your son down while Shaterri had sexual physical contact with him? You answered no. Did you allow your son to be molested? You answered no. And the results for those two questions came back the same, and you told the truth.
I apologize to you, but I didn't hear the rest of the results.
Shaterri, you took a lie detector test. Read your results now. Have you ever had sexual contact with Antonio's son? You answered no. Have you ever asked Antonio's son to touch you in a sexual manner? You answered no. And the results for your two questions came back the same, and the results are that you told the truth. Unique, you came here and we asked you a couple questions. Did your son tell you that Shaterri sexually molested him? You answered yes. We asked you, did you fabricate the story that Shaterri molested your son? You answered no. And the results for both questions came back the same. And the results for your questions are that you did not tell the truth. Hold on, and my examiner, Dan Ribicoff, made some notes here. He believes that Antonio held his son down, probably so Shaterri could kiss him, not to molest him, but as love. So Brandon, you also took a lie detector test, and we asked you two questions. Did Unique's son tell you that Antonio held him down while Shaterri molested him? You answered yes. We asked you, did you fabricate the story that Antonio held Unique's son down while Shaterri molested him? You answered no. And the results for your two questions came back the same, and both of the results are that you also did not tell the truth.
Can I ask you a question? Hold on. Can I ask you a question? Can we ask you a question? How can we be lying? Can y'all be quiet?
Truthfully, I don't care why you did it. I think it's horrible that you did it, that you made these lies, because I believe that she has an excellent, excellent point when she says that, hey, this, you brought it up, you said that we did this, and you let your son go back to us again.
Right.
Nobody really does that.
I mean, that's
if you really believe it, but if you really believe that your dad did that.
I mean, I said that I didn't really want to believe that they did that.
Hey, you know what? Everybody on this stage got the results. And I'm certainly glad for you because you don't have to live with this anymore. Now, hold on. I think it's unfair that Unique walked off the stage because I'm really trying to be really nice to her. Now, there is a man out here who hasn't seen his child in 4 months.
You ain't gonna see him. He's not gonna see him.
Unique.
He not gonna see him.
Unique.
I want to take another test.
And exactly what are we gonna take the test on?
Did I coach him? Say that on the test.
You failed twice already.
Say that on the test. Y'all didn't say that on the test, did you?
You failed twice already.
You didn't say that on the test.
Your boyfriend failed, and all I'm asking.
Why would we lie? That sounds dumb.
You know what's even dumber? That somebody didn't do something, now you won't let him see his son. You know what, Unique? I'm asking if Antonio can go back and see his son.
Yeah, he can see my son.
Okay. You want to do that?
Thanks, Steve. It's so much.